Well, everyone, the Google Fitbit Air has just officially came out. So you might be trying to figure out exactly how you can go through and use your Fitbit Air. Now, using it is actually pretty standard. It's not anything super crazy going on here. Now, number one, the first thing to remember here is that when you take a look at the outside, there's no screen on it. All it is just a band. You have that little sensor on the back, which will basically track what you're doing. And that's kind of it. There's not really too much else really to kind of think about here. It's a pretty standard type of layout. Now to put it on, you can just unlatch the top front like this, and you can put it on just like any other watch. And then once it's on, you can just kind of strap it up to see how tight you want it, and then kind of strap it on this way, and then you can let go of it, so on and so forth. Now, before you do anything super crazy, you will need to put it on a charger to actually fully connect it. So the charger is basically right inside of the box, and it looks something like this. So all you really have to do is just kind of plug this thing like kind of in the backside like this on the back of your Fitbit, and it will go and plug in, and that is basically how you charge up your Fitbit Air. So to demonstrate it again, you have this charger in the box. So it's a proprietary charger, it's not an easy one that you can basically find. And all you're going to have to do is kind of grab this backside of this charger and place it right inside of the pins on the back, and you will actually feel your Fitbit Air basically vibrate. So that is essentially how you charge it. It's very easy. Now, after you go ahead and plug it in, the next thing you're going to basically want to do is learn how to pair it up with your particular, iPhone or Android device. Now, in order to pair it up with your iPhone or Android device, you're basically going to have to go through and download the Google Health application. So the Google Health application, you can basically download it on the Google Play Store or the iPhone App Store. It's available on both. So make sure your Fitbit Air is on the charger and it's plugged in, and then download the Google Health application. Now, after downloading the Health app, what you're going to want to do here is you want to click on the top left corner of this particular application. So tap right up here, and then it's going to allow you to connect a Pixel or a Fitbit. Tap on there, and then you're going to be able to see that option for a Fitbit Air. So now you can tap on Fitbit Air, and then you're going to want to click on the option at the bottom that says Start Setup. So Start Setup, read all this stuff, click on Agree, and then it's going to say Power Up and Let's Go. So it's going to tell you to basically place it on the charger, and then you're going to basically be able to power it up. So now click on Continue, and it's going to start searching for your Fitbit Air. Now it's going to start detecting it, and it's going to start connecting to your Fitbit Air pretty much immediately. So it's going to know exactly where it is, and it's going to take a little bit of time. You might get a little pairing request that comes up, so tap on Pair, and then your Fitbit Air, and then you might get some other things. You just want to kind of just agree to everything. You can give it access to all your location stuff, the warranty stuff, all that stuff. It might tell you to update your Fitbit Air, so tap on the Update button, and it will start updating. So after a few moments, it will actually go through and it will tell you kind of about your Fitbit Air, and it will actually fully connect to your Fitbit Air, to your phone or to your iPhone, Android, or whatever you have. So that right there is a pretty basic setup. Now, after it's done setting it up, you're going to be basically good to go, and you're going to be able to use your Fitbit as you normally do. Now, there are a couple other things to keep in mind here. To power on and power off your Fitbit Air, there's not really a way of doing that. So once it's on, it's kind of on forever. The battery life on these things lasts a very long amount of time. So you're going to be perfectly fine with a battery life standpoint, because your battery life is going to be very good inside of these things. It's going to last for like days or weeks on end. The thing you have to remember though is that with a Fitbit Air, these things, there's not really a way to power it off. So the only way to power it off is for this thing to completely die out. So if you want to completely just like have this thing just die out, you can always go through and just have it die out that way. The other thing too though is if you want to power it on, the way to power it on is by going through and putting it on the charger. So if you're ever trying to use it and it's not working, or there's some issues like that, you will have to go through and just plug it onto its charger like this, and then it will basically power on. So those are essentially two different ways of kind of doing it, and that's essentially how you power it off and power it on. Now, checking the battery life on the Fitbit Air is a pretty standard process. There's a couple of different ways to do it. Number one, on the Fitbit Air itself, if you actually go through and if you basically press onto the side of the Fitbit Air, I think that you have to do it twice or something like that. There's a little button that shows up right here, and it will basically showcase the light that you have, and it will kind of show you basically the light that you have kind of going on here. Now, I believe that it's supposed to be, if it's white, it's over 20%. If it's, red, it's like less than 20%. And if there's no light, that might mean it's not working or that I didn't do it right. But that's one way to do it, is by firmly pressing the side twice, and that will kind of showcase that. Or you could also use the Google Health application, and you can view your battery life within the Google Health application as well. So you can go through, just view in the top left right up here, and you will be able to see your battery life on that Fitbit Air right over there. So there's a few different ways of kind of doing it. Now, another thing you might be running into as well is, how do you check your steps on your Fitbit Air? You've been going around, walking around all day, and you're just trying to figure out, well, how do you go through and actually view your steps here? Well, this is also a very basic process. Remember, everything is going to be within our Google Health application. So there's no screen on this necessarily. So let's make our way back over into our Google Health application right up here. And when we open it up, as long as our Fitbit is attached to our Google Health app and it's already synced, you should be able to see your steps that you've done inside of the Google Health app. So this will be where all the steps are. So you can view all your steps right inside of here. And that's another very easy thing you can basically do here as well. Now, another thing, within your Fitbit Air, you might be trying to figure out, well, how do you check your sleep? How do you track your sleep? How do you check your sleep within your Fitbit Air? That is also within the Google Health application. So once again, you can go through and you can basically just make your way over back inside of your Google Health app. At the very bottom, there's a couple of different things. You have the capability of having fitness, sleep, and health. Well, if you tap on the sleep option, you can see right here that you will be able to see your sleep score and your sleep, duration. So now you can actually read more about it. You can say, they've updated their score and everything like that. And you can see the key metrics of your sleeping situation. So all you're going to have to do here is put your watch on while you're sleeping, and that will allow you to go through and basically utilize this particular watch from that particular side. So that's all you're really going to have to do there as well. And then your Fitbit Air will basically be able to go ahead and track everything that you're trying to do there in terms of sleeping. So that's also going to be another really, really cool thing that you have the capability of doing here. Now, another big thing that a lot of people want to do too is check their heart rate. So when you have your Fitbit Air on your particular wrist and you're trying to view your heart rate, you want to see what your heart rate is basically on. Once again, you do not do that on your Fitbit Air itself. You don't actually do it here. Once again, you do it within the Google Health application. So open up the Google Health app on your phone or your Android, iPhone, whatever you have, and go through and make your way over and open up the app. On the bottom, you want to go ahead and click on the fourth tab from the bottom. So that Health tab right at the bottom, you want to go ahead and tap onto there. That's going to bring you into this particular page. Now this page, once again, is just going to house a lot of the standard stuff. So now what you're going to want to do here is you want to go ahead under heart rate, you want to go ahead and just tap onto heart rate, and you will be able to see your heart rate situation basically come up here. So that as well is going to be a pretty easy thing that you can basically do here as well. And you can view your heart rate right over here. Now, finally, one of the other things you might want to run into as well is basically, how do you go through and change your bands on your Fitbit? So how do you go through and maybe change this out to a different type of band? Let's say you don't want to use a blue band anymore, you want to use a different one. Now the way this works is actually pretty basic. So this portion of your Fitbit actually pops out. This is kind of the computer behind your Fitbit. This is basically how it tracks everything. So what you can do is you can actually kind of just place your fingers to the side, and you can kind of just pop out this particular computer right outside of your Fitbit. So this is all the computer is. The rest of this is just like a plastic thing. So all you have to do is just kind of pop out one side and it will basically just come out. And then what you can do is, if you get another band, you want to place one side of the band right at the bottom right over here, and then you can click into the other side of the band just like this. So place one hand or place one side of it inside of one side of your Fitbit, and the other side you want to click right over there. Then you can kind of flush it, you can kind of press it off into place, and that's basically all you're going to have to do there as well. So that's basically how you go ahead and do that. Now finally, let's say you want to go ahead and factory reset your Fitbit Air. Now doing this is another very basic process. Let's say you're done with it, you want to sell it or you want to return it, whatever the case is. Well, once again, you do not do that inside of your Fitbit itself. You make your way back into your Google Health application, the device that was synced up with it in the first place. So make your way right over into Google, Health. You then want to go through and tap on the top left corner of your situation right here, and you should be able to see all the different options that you have here. You want to tap onto your Fitbit Air like this. You can kind of scroll through, you can see some more stuff that you want to kind of see here. But at the very bottom, there should be a little system option. Tap on system, and there should be an option here that says disconnect device. If you want, click on disconnect device. It will tell you that disconnecting your Fitbit Air from the Google Health app will cause some issues and it will be unsynced. But from here, you can click on disconnect, and this Fitbit Air will then be fully disconnected from your phone. It won't be synced up anymore. And now you can kind of do whatever you want to with this Fitbit Air. You can sell it or you can kind of do whatever you want at that point. So that is basically how you go ahead and use your Fitbit Air. I love this thing. It's very cool. It's a very cool concept. And that's essentially how you use it. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.